Hi, hello. Today is going to be a really quick video, so no snackies, but we do have a small little stack of books with dragons in them. Lunar New Year is coming up and it's going to be the year of the dragon, so I wanted to talk really quick about 4 books that I read that have dragons in them. First, we have the Aurelian cycle by Rosaria Munda. This YA trilogy follows dragon riders in a world that has just had a revolution. Your 2 main characters grew up together in an orphanage, but one has a secret aristocratic past. We follow Lee and Annie and a few others as they navigate post-revolution and the intricate politics of their new world. I love this series. The characters have depth and the world is very interesting. The romance is lovely and the friendships are beautiful. This book has girl characters that are not mean to each other or just anything like that. I love that about this book. And the dragons get better and better with each book. Then we have Her Radiant Curse and the 6 Crimson Cranes duology by Elizabeth Lim. These YA books are a perfect blend of Asian mythology and magical retellings. In Her Radiant Curse, we follow Chani as she tries to save her sister Vanna from a dreadful fate. She eventually teams up with a dragon, Hokusu, who has some issues of his own. In 6 Crimson Cranes, the main character Shiori interacts with a dragon who teaches her to wield her magic. And later she also is trying to break a curse where her brothers have become cranes, but she is actually unable to speak. These books are connected in some way, but they're not necessarily sequels, so you can read them one without the other. There is a sequel to 6 Crimson Cranes, which is called The Dragon's Promise, but I haven't read it yet. But obviously from the title, there is a dragon in there as well. I love this world and I love the magic. It's very soft magic. Anything can happen, basically. And I think the main characters are resilient, and even though they are flawed and hot-tempered, they show a lot of growth throughout their books. Now we have Assistant to the Villain by Nicole Maehrer. To be honest, the dragon in this is a background. There is like a dragon keeper in this book, but I really wanted to mention it for my sweet romance lovers because I think this is a really fun, fast-paced read, and would be great for anyone who wants to dabble into fantasy but doesn't want any political intrigue, massive world building, or any serious fight scenes. This is a first book in a series, and it is reminiscent of a fairy tale. We follow a young woman who somehow found herself becoming the villain's assistant. And of course, the villain is quite hot. It's not a book that is to be taken very seriously, but it is a lot of fun. And I don't mean that in a bad way. We all need books that are just for fun. It was a very easy read, and I read it 2 days probably. When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. This one is for my literary fiction fans. This is a book based in the 50s in the United States where groups of women suddenly became dragons and flew away. This is a strange occurrence and everyone's kind of not talking about it. They kind of keep it hush. Our main character, Alex, is affected by this because her aunt is one of those who got dragoned and got left behind her cousin, Beatrice. So, Alex's cousin, but her aunt's daughter, Beatrice. I was trying to write that sentence and didn't really quite work out, but yeah. This book follows Alex's coming of age story as she grows up and takes care of her cousin, and eventually she's trying to break out of this female expectation to just be married and a housewife and to strive and become a mathematician. This book went in a direction that felt kind of awkward for me. Therefore, I didn't love this book, but it does bring up really good feminist points, and I've seen some polarizing reviews online, so some people really love this book. So I'd say that if you like literary fiction and dragons, it would be a good one to try. And that's it. I'm really sad by the small amount of books I've read that have dragons in them, so I'm hoping this list will grow this year. But I also hope that some of you might find some inspiration in these and will read some of them as well. Let me know in the comments if you have read or will read any of these, and happy Lunar New Year. Bye!